Welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're gonna do this. Hi, welcome to another Derek Does. I'm Derek, and if you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Today, I've got something that I've never seen before. I didn't even know it existed until I saw it at the, you guessed it, the thrift store. I happened to go in and I was checking out the jackets and I saw some woodland camo, and I always have to check it out. And I thought it was originally just a typical fatigue shirt. But the more I looked at it, I saw, well, that's not, it's a jacket. It's a very lightweight jacket. And it's this jacket right here. And this is a coat Aircrew Combat jacket. Now these jackets were for the Army, and they were made for Aircrew Combat, which would mostly be helicopter pilots or crew in a helicopter. This would have come with a pair of pants. It did not come with a pair of pants, it just came with the jacket. It's in fantastic shape. It has a kind of an oddity to it that really caught my eye, and it's kind of like I was really confused when I saw this. This one, I believe, is from, and I'll show you close-ups of everything like I normally do on my videos. We'll put it on the hanger and we'll go close up and show you all the cool stuff. And this has some cool things on it. So it's a very lightweight. I think these came, I don't know if these came in a thicker one like some of the flight jackets do, but it's a very lightweight jacket. But it's made of aramid, which is the fire retardant material. So for flash fires or something like this is supposedly should at least give you some protection for a little bit of time. So it's kind of like Nomex, but it's not. It's aramid, and this one's from 1992. I believe that these came out in 1991, and it's one of the originals. And it might be made by Defense Personnel Support Center. I don't know if that's actually the company, which is a really odd name company, but normally these jackets or shirts or anything would always have the company that made them and made in the USA. This one does not have that, but this is obviously made in the USA because it's from 92 and the Army still had everything made in the USA. This has a vintage, and I'm talking vintage, Talon marked zipper. So I'm assuming that this is one of their earlier ones where they were making these, and they went into the back and obviously they found a box full of old Talon zippers and they put one on this. They did not do it on the sleeve, and I'll show you that. There's a sleeve here for your pens and such. It also has a zipper with a little pouch. It has this typical Army of this generation jacket zipper. But the main zipper is an original, probably from 50s or 60s, in that range. So it just kind of goes to show they just took whatever parts they needed to make a jacket and then ship it out because they're just filling quotas. They didn't care. So it's a cool jacket. This is a size medium regular, and as you guys know if you watch my videos, I'm about a 42 and about a medium to large in the jacket range, depends on the cut and everything. This jacket fits me perfectly. It's kind of a neat jacket because it fits like a jacket as opposed to like a field jacket, which is more of like this coat. I guess it is a coat. I guess it's called a coat, but it fits more like a fitted jacket as opposed to, you know, a field jacket, which is made to go over everything. So it's always a little bit big and bulky. It's also made because this material is so lightweight and it's just one layer of this material. It's a cool jacket, and it's an woodland camo. And the more I've been reading about this is obviously the first generation of this jacket. They still make this jacket, or coat I should say, today. They've changed stuff and they moved stuff around, and it looks totally different really from this. I don't think these woodland versions were made for very long, and I think it's kind of a rare jacket. Even though it's from 92, I don't think they made them for maybe a couple years before they changed the pattern, and they changed probably the camo pattern also like this. But again, it's an Army, and it's mostly for helicopter pilots. And correct me if I'm wrong, put it down in the description. This is everything I've been reading up on these things. It's got a ton of Velcro, like all these jackets, you know, post 1990 jackets just went crazy with the Velcro. But it does have a lot of Velcro, but it does have that Talon zipper, so it's an oddity. So I'm gonna put it on, I'll show you what it looks like on. Again, I'm a 42, about 5'10", 5'11" in that range, and about 155 weight-wise. So you can see if you're looking for a jacket like this, and maybe you can use me as a model to see if you can find one that fits you that maybe you're similar, or maybe you need more, need less, but this is a medium regular, and this is what it looks like on this. All right, so here's the jacket, and as you can see, it really fits me well. I'll zip it up and then I'll do it unzipped. Plenty of room on this jacket, even with myself. Just show you this. That's what it looks like. Again, it's really lightweight. It's kind of flowy even. It's almost like a, I want to say a Komodo, but it feels that way a little bit because it's got big sleeves, but they do have Velcro on them, so you can tighten those up to wear them correctly. Also has a lot of cool features. Just get like a perfect fit. It's actually, the shoulders wise, at least on me as a 42, it fits me right where it's supposed to. Because they're really not made to go over things. I mean, it could go over some things, but not like crazy overness like a typical coat would. But again, this is the Aircrew Combat coat. All right, so here is the jacket as you saw me wearing it. It's not that long. It's just kind of a nice fit and size. You can see it's the classic woodland camo. And it's like a shirt in a way, even though they call it a coat. It has some really interesting features on it. I'm going to show you those. So to start off with, I talked about it is zippered, but it does have Velcro to go over to close the flaps. But that's what just threw me. Look at that. That is a vintage zipper from Talon. Triple marked. Even says Cervelle right down there. So at the bottom is Cervelle. This is Talon. So this, if you're a zipper guy, tell me what year this one's from, because it is not from 1992. I can tell you that. So that's the zipper, and of course it's a metal zipper. I don't know if the other ones were plastic, because usually plastic would have been out close to that time, but maybe not for the smaller zippers. So the jacket doesn't have like a big collar, just has this kind of like a shirt collar really, but you have Velcro here and you have Velcro here. So this does open up, and then you have a flap that can go across there that you can wear it. And of course you can Velcro this all the way up, and does have one button right there at the very top. On the sleeves, the cuffs, as you saw, it has a really big Velcro. Look how long that adjustable sleeve is. So it's a really wide sleeve, probably at least, I don't know, almost 8-9 inches. I'll show you the back. The back's just as cool. It's a belted back, which is, you don't see that a lot, an actual belt really, but it's this Velcro belt, see? And then you can adjust it here, around here. So this is a very uncommon feature in a military coat, to actually have a real belt. Normally it's just a drawstring or something like that. So it's not there's no buys here to, give you more room. It's just what it is. And then over here, we'll show you. So you have two, again, Velcro chest pockets here and here, and then two bottom pockets here and here. These are the Velcro for your belted back here. These are the weird things, and I didn't know what these were. So these are more Velcro. Again, lots of Velcro. Oh, here you coming. So this opens up, and it's a square. It's on this side and it's on this side. And I was reading up that these jackets would have been worn with a cooling vest, that a hose would then be plugged into these to help cool the person in the aircraft. So that's what that is. I've never seen this on a jacket before, of these big square holes, and you can see, it's literally the woodland, both sides, and those are for cooling. So that's kind of interesting. Now here's the typical, in a flight jacket would always have a side pocket here to put whatever you need to put in. And you can see this is just your standard military, I'm not going to say cheap zipper, but just, no name military zipper. And then more Velcro. I really don't like Velcro everywhere. But then these are for your pens. So you have slots for 4 pens here, here, and here. Nothing at the top. And then you can Velcro over top of that so your pens don't get lost as they come out. The modern versions of these I saw, they have the same pen pocket, but I think there's just 2 on each side. And then they also have these slots, or these slanted things here. It's just different. It's a completely different jacket. Here you can see it is a medium regular. It gives you the sizes there of what they suggest. And then down here is the actual Coat Aircraft Combat. And there you can see, that's where I'm getting the 92 right there after on the contract. I looked up the actual contract, and these were first issued in September of 91 for this particular contract for this jacket, and for a medium even, it came up with that. So I don't think these were around very long, maybe a year or two, really. If you guys know, let me know, because I'm thinking this is a rare jacket. Again, because I've never seen one, you never see them, and then it's in woodland, which is like really weird. But this is it. It's a cool jacket for sure. Completely, nobody else would have this jacket. If you're wearing this jacket, I guarantee you're not going to run into anyone else walking down the street with this jacket. There's no insignia. There's no even traces of, you know, captain's bars or anything like this along here. There's no unit patches you would see, you know, something left over, but there is nothing. So I assume this was issued, unless this was just surplus stock. It does not look like it's been washed. The tag still looks nice and crisp. It doesn't look anything, even though I don't think you're supposed to wash these. They take a special washing because they're because of the special fabric they're made out of. But this is it. It's a cool jacket with this really weird original Talon zipper. The zipper is probably worth way more than the jacket is, really, if you took that out, because this doesn't even look like it's ever been used. And it's a military one too, you can tell just from the color, that gray color on the zipper. So there you go. Kind of neat. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Coat Aircrew Combat in woodland camo, which again, I think is pretty rare. If you guys know anything about this, put it in the comments below, because this is a new one on me. I didn't even know this jacket existed. And I know a lot of jackets and that sort of thing, coats, stuff like that. I've seen them, I've felt them, I've owned them, but this is new to me. I've never seen this. It's kind of odd because it's not that old of a jacket that would have been like lost in history, but maybe you just don't see a lot of helicopter crew combat clothing out there. Obviously there's only so many of them, so they probably didn't make a ton of these, so it's not like a typical M65 or anything like that. It's a pretty specified little group that they would have made these things for, so that's probably why I've never seen it before, but we're looking at one right now. This is real. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Maybe you learned a little bit about it, and I'll see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for watching.